Alright, so look, yesterday we did a reaction video. Today we're going to pretty much be doing a breakdown. And it's going to be more about the Blacc Sam, ROCSTAR 2800, Marathon Burger incident, right? Now, I want to kind of give my opinion on other people's opinions pertaining to the situation. And there's three topics that I want to speak on. One topic is going to be people are saying that Blacc Sam was wrong because he pretty much put himself in a situation that was very similar to the situation his brother was in before he lost his life. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle and everybody that cared for him. Second, I want to be speaking on people talking about how Blacc Sam does not have no black employees up there at Marathon Burger. Third, I want to speak on people talking about how they will not go to Marathon Burger because it seems like it's a uncontrollable situation and it's not really with official security and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try my best to keep y'all attention in this and try to get straight to the topics and breaking it down. Now, I want to speak first about the people talking about how Blacc Sam should have made a different choice based upon that situation being very similar to his brother losing his life, right? And I just want to say this. It's always easier to be smarter out of a situation than it is to be when you are in a situation. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when it comes to boxing and sports and stuff like that. People watch film. And one of the reasons why people watch film is because you can perfect yourself. When it comes to boxing, you might know, okay, you might have threw the jab too soon. You might should have held back with the jab. Maybe you should have came with a hook. Maybe you should have came with a uppercut. All these things come into in the matter, right? So people are studying these things from the outside of the situation because when they was in the situation, they weren't necessarily feeling like they should throw this jab, they should throw this hook, they should throw it down. You know what I mean? All of that type of stuff. So we can't always make it seem like somebody is just terribly wrong because they made a choice that might be the wrong choice in that moment. Because you are outside of that situation and you have all the time in the world to gather your thoughts and control your emotions and your feelings. Because I want to say this. If Blacc Sam is so wrong because he pretty much put himself in a situation that was very similar to his brother's situation, business establishment, a lot of people is up there, people, all kind of stuff is going on, and Blacc Sam pushes a line. People feel like Nipsey pushed the line and it went where it went. So it's these similarities, right? But I want to say this. If Blacc Sam was so wrong, or not smart because he chose to indulge in a situation that was similar to his brother passing, then what do that cause? Like, what does that say for most people on earth? You know what I'm saying? That's just like people, lose their life on planes. Do people stop riding planes? I even go off into a deeper situation, right? Let's talk gangbanging, the culture. People that went to funerals, did they stop gangbanging? You know that when you sign up for this culture, this is what awaits you. Do people necessarily stop? And obviously, it is a percentage of people that wake up one day and see these things and experience these things and do make changes. So I'm not going to, act like that don't exist. Shout out to them. But in all reality, most people are not removing themselves from that element. You know what I'm saying? You don't see dudes out here saying, you know what, I went to a funeral, you know what, such and such just passed away, I'm going to stop gangbanging. Even though you got people that might say, I'm not an active member, but if you've been a part of the lifestyle, it's all kind of people who catch it. for just being a part of the lifestyle. You could be an innocent, you can be a veteran, you can be a rookie, you could be a person who's on some active time, you could be a person who's more on the calm side of things. But you have already signed yourself up into this type of get down. You know what I mean? So to me, that's how I feel about that. We have to know that it's always easier to be smarter about a situation when you are not in that situation than it is when you in the situation. And then we have to always know that people have passion. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't care what the outcome may be when it comes to what they are passionate about. And that's where it goes into being like a person who stand for something. Like Blacc Sam and them, look where they come from. Like anybody who really study Blacc Sam and them, you're not really surprised because you know they represent that whole standing for something. You can tell that these dudes want to be somebody who will lose out why they are standing for something. You know what I mean? And to me, people have got so watered down in this lifetime, and people have started hiding all kind of weak behavior in the name of business, money, views, content, journalism, all these things, that they have removed the element of standing for something. You know what I'm saying? We don't know where we would be today if we didn't have people who wanted to stand for something and lose their life behind it. Whether it's the black community, people on some black rights, human rights, whatever it may be. You just don't know where we would be. You know, people are taking stances out here for something, and they know what the consequences come with. But you would have a person out here still identify themselves as a gangbanger, a person who's from a gang, and they try to play like I'm not an active member, but they still play with that. So at the end of the day, if you're willing to do that, I think it should just be more understandable on what choices Blacc Sam had made. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that Blacc Sam is way more passionate about his brother and his family and all that stuff than most of these dudes are when it comes to their gang culture. You know, because most of these dudes would be a Crip or a Blood, and they don't have no problem with nobody who Crip killing or Blood killing. They do not care. They might only be upset if a person just hate they direct hood, and then some dudes don't even care for that. Like they'll wake up every day, you will hear them saying something on the dead homies or reminding you what gang they come from, but ask them when the last time they actually got in front of something or had to risk their life and freedom or something like that, and then go indulge in this, you know, in this battle with these other people that's disrespecting or, you know, causing a lot of harm to your people. They accept that for what it is. You know what I'm saying? But still, they do not stop acting like they are part of this dangerous lifestyle. And they just keep repping this lifestyle. But they do not want to not necessarily indulge in it for what it actually is. They don't want to be in that sport. And they don't want to join that battle. They just want to be out here co-signing, saying that they from here, and there, and that's it. So I feel like if we can understand that, we should definitely be able to understand how it go with a person like Blacc Sam. You know? And moving forward, I want to speak on how people are saying that you know, the situation just looks very uncontrollable. I feel like people have to stop putting labels on people because how you want to view them. Like, most people don't even be knowing these people that they be so inspired by, looking up to. You know, they got so much hold them in a high regard, all these things, and they don't even know these people personally or directly. But you know, they get on these cameras and they tell a person what they think about them. Like, that's your fault for making an assumption. You know what I'm saying? You don't put nothing on nobody. You know what I'm saying? You don't put nothing on nobody. You know, you don't have assumption. People be getting shots or, you know, feeling like, you know, they think other have other thoughts about people, and then they come to a surprising shocking, you know, experience about that. but it's all because how you are having these false concepts on individuals. Like, to me, Blacc Sam is a person, that's who he is. You know what I'm saying? Him and Nipsey, again, if you've been watching them, you know that they are big on trying to be down to earth individuals. You know that they are frontliners. You know that they are hands-on type of individuals. See, people don't understand that, like, these guys are independent people. Yeah, they know how to get in the room and get with people and make agreements and do business deals and all that stuff, but these guys are ground up type of people. You know, these is hands-on type of individuals. So, even they father, like, if you really know them, then you know that their father is a hands-on individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be so caught up with the clout and just be trying to, oh, I admire your success and what you have accomplished, but they don't even really be knowing nothing about these people. Because if you really study Blacc Sam, his dad, and Nipsey and all them, then you are not going to be surprised when you see somebody from they tree stand for something or be hands-on. These is facts. Like, look how many times, like, I give you an example, like J-Rock the Bodyguard. Remember that situation at the awards or something like that, where the dude was getting out of line? I think he, like, threw something or knocked the cone out of J-Rock's hand or something like that, and Nip got involved first. You know what I'm saying? I want to say he slapped the dude or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? He went there. Had to be hands-on because his level of what should not be tolerated is different. You know what I'm saying? He got in front of that. So, like, his dad and them, like, they still do what they do. Like, Blacc Sam be flipping burgers. Like, these are people who want to stand for what they stand for, and they are hands-on individuals. And I feel like people got to take that in consideration. You can't just say because a person have accomplished all these things that change who they are. And I'm not saying that whether it's good or bad. I'm just making that as like a fact in the matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to stop that. We have to stop telling people who they should be just because they accomplishments. If you know so much, put yourself in that position and accomplish what they have accomplished. Most of these people who be always got something to say have not been in these people positions, and you know, that just be the case. Which lead to what I said earlier. It's easy to sound smart outside of a situation than when you actually are in the situation. To me, I feel like, hey, Blacc Sam is showing people how he feel, and he's passionate about it. And we have to understand that, and we have to take it for what it is, as in the form of, it didn't get no worse, right? We can bring up these hypotheticals, and we can say how it could have been this, and it could have went this way, and why you should have made this choice, and you should have did this. But in all reality, it worked out how it worked out. So it is what it is. Then I'm gonna get off into this, people talking about Blacc Sam and, you know, not having black people working up there at Marathon Burger. I mean, me myself, I don't look at Nipsey and Blacc Sam and them as people who, like, are big for the black culture. I really look at them like they are real representations of the Los Angeles culture. You know what I'm saying? And when you see the people who have uplifted them and supported them, you just see, like, Los Angeles, like this authentic feel. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that Nipsey, you know, the whole Marathon, All Money In, all that have always gave, like, an authentic Los Angeles feel. Like, that's why I feel like, even though a lot of people say, oh, I don't listen to that artist, I don't listen to that artist, I'm not a fan of this artist, or whatever the case may be, All Money In and Marathon and all that was so successful, or is successful to the degree it is because they got this, like, authentic feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think they represent more than anything. Like, when people be, like, black and then they succeed, people automatically start making it seem like they have to be this for black people. But sometimes people don't be there for their journey, and it's like, how many people was actually involved in uplifting Blacc Sam or Nipsey, Marathon, All Money In, that was black people. Like, yeah, we know people to be like, like inspired or jump on the bandwagon or like a song or two or like some tapes and stuff like that. But how many of these people that can go Nipsey, go album for album or song for song, how many of them have actually made a donation or paid something towards that? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see a lot of these other races support Nipsey and that movement they got going on, you see it for what it is. And we also don't know what's going on with Blacc Sam behind the scenes. We don't know who his business partners is. We don't know who's in charge of and hiring people. We don't know. And also, when you're looking for people to do the right things to a particular in a particular manner, you looking for who can do that job the best. So, whoever got the loyalty, dedication, the passion, the skill, whatever it may be, that's what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? So that's where I look at it. Like, I don't think that Blacc Sam is necessarily just on some race thing with any of it. I think he's just out here trying to, do his thing and keep uplifting these goals and dreams that him and Nipsey have, had in store for themselves, and he gonna try his best to accomplish these things that wasn't accomplished yet, and keep uplifting things that they've been established. That's where I think he is with himself. I don't think he's out here just trying to be like an extreme pro-black individual. That's just my opinion, but I do understand where people is coming from with that. I don't want to take it away from there. Like, I do get it. We need a lot of help when it comes to people who get in position and they are a part of the black community. Sometimes, though, people got to know, man, the black community ain't always been another black person's best friend. What the black community has been for you, it might not be for the next person. The black community might have done this to a person's household, to their family, their loved ones, and being responsible for all this stuff. And they just not that intrigued on trying to be just supremely pro-black in certain measures. Then also, you can also take a lot out of it because he's just trying to run this business, this food chain and whatever it is. He get to running these courses like he's just running some type of pro-black situation. You never know what can be in store for him with the powers that be, and that's just the truth in the matter. But everybody is entitled to their feelings, and everybody I feel like every question is important because we understand where people is coming from. So to me, it ain't necessarily like wrong or right or any of these things. It's just all a great conversation. Now, I know I've been on here longer than I definitely expected, and I hope I was able to kind of like shed some light and give out some intelligent perspective on some of these matters that I was speaking on. But y'all let me know in the comments, man, how y'all view it, how y'all think about the whole situation with ROCSTAR and Blacc Sam. Is Blacc Sam wrong? Is he right? Is ROCSTAR wrong? Is he right? Y'all let me know how y'all view it. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Shout out to the Dice crew. I'm out.